Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Layla, and as you can see by the title, today I'm coming at you with my February wrap up for 2023. So let me get to the stats. I did not do this in my last wrap up. I think I just forgot, but I love doing the stats. And if you don't know what I mean by that, you will see in just a second. So stats. I finished 3 books this month. I read 1,145 pages. 33% of those books were ebooks, 66 were physical books, 0 audiobooks, and my average book rating was 4 stars. My shortest book was 328 pages, and my longest book was 464 pages. So I say I did pretty good this month, even though I only read 3 pages. But I'm actually going to stop doing that because I want to create a space to where more realistic-ish, and I don't like using the word realistic because if somebody is doing it, then it's realistic for them and their lifestyle. Me personally, this is the second month of the year, and so far I've read on average 3 books per month. I am going to try to get that up in March, especially since there's spring break, but I probably won't be reading a whole lot until, the summer. But I am proud of myself. I didn't even realize I read that many pages this month, so that's nice. The first book I finished this month was Home by Whitney Hansen. This is a poetry collection that goes through the different stages of healing after a breakup. I think specifically after being left. I think that this would be good for literally anyone going through a breakup. Even if you just healed from a breakup, you'll be so proud of yourself for healing through these hard emotions. At least that's how I felt. And honestly, if you've never been through a breakup or whatever, still read it. I just love the way that this book hit me so very hard. I have so many pictures on my phone from this book because usually I dog ear the pages of the books that I love the most. But if I would have done that for this book, I would have been every other page. That's how great of a writer Whitney Hansen is. And at the end, I found out that Whitney is a 20-year-old university student, and I was like, what? Nice. I really love this, and I'm gonna try to pull up one of my favorites. There's a one-liner that says, "I'm happy for you, and that's how I'm healing." It says, "I want so desperately to fall in love with the world again. I miss when strings connected my heart to the sunset, and I could hear the music that the wind played in the space between my heart and the sun." Oh gosh. And there's another one. "I cannot pretend that I don't want someone to fall in love with, but I know that my heart needs time, and I care for her the most." Oh my gosh. And there's just so much, every page, every other page, everything is just amazing. I have so much love for this author now, and I don't wish that I read this later, but I also kind of wish that she had more books out. But oh gosh, I'll read anything she writes now. I really will. The second book I finished this month was Act Your Age, Eve Brown by Talia Hibbert. And I love Talia Hibbert's writing. I love how it's always plus size black women getting loved on. I love how all of the romances in the Brown Sisters trilogy, which this is the third one, had interracial relationships. I love that a lot, and I love how all of the Brown sisters were sure of themselves. I love that we get to see black women who grew up in a financially stable household with both parents, and yeah, I just have so much love for this book. And the romance, because these are all romances. Basically, this is an enemies to lovers romance about Eve, who is a hot mess, and her parents cut her off, and so she's trying to find a job, and then she winds up working for the love interest, Jacob. And she does that because she accidentally hits him with her car. So they did not have the best start. And obviously I gave the Whitney Hansen book 5 stars, but I forgot to say that. This one I gave 3.5 stars because I did really like it. I still personally think that the first book of this trilogy, the Chloe Brown book, was the best one, and then I'd say this one is second, and then Danny Brown. And I did like it a lot, but there were some moments to where I felt it was a little slow, or third act breakup, I'm not a huge fan of those, but I did like that there was autism representation, and I liked how the guy falls first and harder. I love when that happens, because why shouldn't women get loved on more? I love that, and I loved some of the communication that took place in this book. And yeah, I thought that it was a really cute couple, and I loved just how herself the main character was. So I like that, and the banter was funny. I found myself laughing multiple times. So yeah. And then the last book that I finished this month is Sapiens. The Sapiens by Yuval Noah Harari. And I actually read this book for my senior capstone class that I'm taking for my university as a senior, obviously. And we legit read this book start to finish. That is why I'm including it in my Goodreads. So we started it in the beginning of class in January, and we finished it this month, and now we're starting another book. And I learned a lot from this book. Like, I learned so much. I really, really recommend it, actually. And basically it's about how things came to be, like how humans came to, I guess, rule the world in a sense, though we started off as like primates, and it goes from that to like the cognitive revolution, the agricultural revolution, the industrial revolution. And it talks about like how we came to think the way we do, how money even became a thing, trade and things like that. And I really actually enjoyed it. Like, I honestly didn't mind being assigned the readings for this book, which honestly has never happened before, especially for like a history centered class. I usually always like hate the books, hate the readings, and don't find them interesting. I found this very interesting. I love the tone of voice the author used, and yeah, I honestly recommend this book for everyone. I feel like it should be required reading, and I see why it was, and just opened me up to how the world works, and I really appreciate that. And I gave this book, it says 3.5, but I actually give it 4. Let me change that. So one of my stats is wrong at the beginning of this video, but that's fine. We shall fix that another day. Okay, and like I did with my last vlog, this was not included in my stats, but this is the book that I'm currently working on. It is called Love in Other Words by Christina Lauren, who I recently found out are 2 different people. They just write books together. And I am on page 127 out of like over 400. And honestly, I'm not completely sure whether or not I'm going to finish this book. Right now, I feel like I'm going to finish it, but also I have like a long way to go as far as 300 pages, and I'm not completely gripped. I do think that it's cute, but I feel like this is just a standard second chance romance for me, and I don't know. I feel like it's something that I can like, you know, read every now and then, you know, just read for like fun, entertainment, but not really to actually be gripped by the book or have a new favorite. And that's not saying anything bad about the book. Like, if you do like standard second chance romances where they met as kids, this is really for you, especially with the dual timelines. And basically it is about this woman named Macy, and she is currently engaged and about to get married to someone financially stable, someone that she likes, who has a kid already. She doesn't have a kid with her fiance. And then her first love, and apparently her only love, it says that in the synopsis, comes back into her life at this unexpected time. And yeah, I'm sure we all know where that's kind of going. But I've only heard amazing things about this book, so I've wanted to read it for so long, but it was not on Kindle Unlimited, and I never felt like spending the money on it. And then at Barnes & Noble, it was like buy one, get one 50% off. So I think I got both of these at the same time, actually, because I think they were both buy one, get one 50% off. So it is good. I am on page 127, and I just feel like there's not anything that super duper stands out to me right now, but I do like how it's like a light world to go into, especially, you know, on days where my anxiety is a little higher. It's nice to have something that is light and fun and just easy to read. So yeah, that is my February wrap up for this month. Thank you so much for watching to the end of the video. If you did, please let me know down below what you read this month, and if you want to, and if you know what you're planning to read in March. I don't do TBRs because I'm a mood reader and I just never stick to them, so I don't even want to waste my time like trying to do that. But yeah, please let me know, and I will try to link my Goodreads down below. I don't know why I haven't done that before, but I'll try to leave my Goodreads down below. You can follow me on Instagram and TikTok down below as well. And I am also a life coach, and so I will leave my life coaching information. Please email me if you would like to schedule a session. And yeah, I hope you all have a wonderful day and a lovely March, especially since it has been getting warmer sooner. And I just really hope you enjoy it. Have a good one.